Welcome to the Vents!
There are more important things than money.
You really can't imagine doing something for nothing.
You are the future.
I'm gonna make my mark.
Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of The Vent. Today I have the privilege of interviewing the leading man of the latest Mzansi film Nothing for Mahala, Thapelo Mokoena. You'll know him from TV, he was in Wild at Heart, Generations, but now we're seeing him on the big screen. Hi Thapelo, awesome to have you with us.
Thank you.
First up, I want to ask you a little bit about the character that you play in Nothing for Mahala.
Cool. I play a young, upcoming professional by the name of Gumede. Just like any other young person, he's going through difficulties, working his way to where he wants to be in life, especially in the corporate world. So he's somewhat of a hustler, and he's walking in out of meetings, trying to crack the right deal for him to be in the right place or right position in the corporates. And when we meet him at the top of the film, he's got serious issues with his relationship with money and how he sort of treats himself in relation to where he is in his financial space. But yeah, through the story, we see him go through some challenges, trying to raise the money, trying to seal the deal, and he gets caught up, like any other young upcoming individual would in his finances, and he's very humbled by a particular lesson in the film, and yeah, we're on a journey towards him becoming a better man.
And I think it's a humbling lesson for everybody to having to reinterrogate, the place of money in our lives.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you could identify with this character, or was it quite a challenge to get into his shoes?
Yeah, look, getting into any character is always a challenge. But I could relate to some of the challenges he was going through, and I think almost every young person can, in one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think this is then a powerful message to share with the young people of South Africa?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely one of those messages that we have to, one way or another, spread, or these are sort of subject matters that we have to deal with at one point. We're coming out of a very tough place in who we are as South Africans, and there's a lot of new money and new successes, that are just popping up everywhere. And I think the way we treat those new successes is not the same. And there's a lot of young people who are about to make life-changing decisions and step into very significant roles in their lives, and they could learn a thing or two. And I think the beauty of this message is it's packaged in a form of motion picture. It's not a teacher standing in front of the class and going, "Children, you must know, take 2 rand and bank it." It's not a T-shirt saying "save money, be savvy." It's not a flyer. It's not a postcard. It's a film, and you can rewind the film, and you can press play again. You can stop. You can pause. You can go back to your favorite scene. You've got it forever. It's like the Bible. It's yours to keep forever and ever. Amen.
No, absolutely. And what's also great about the film is that it gives this message with a lot of humor, which I think people will find appealing, the entertainment aspect.
Precisely.
How did you, obviously you're the leading man in Nothing for Mahala, but how did you, how was it working with such a star-studded supporting cast? I mean, there was Mabato Monsho, Jamie Bartlett, Marius Veyers. How was that?
It was a blessing. It was any upcoming actor's dream to be surrounded by talent and formidable talent. Not to be a lead actor with amateur actors, but also to be working across all of this talent, veterans in the industry, people who have done it for so long, and still not be intimidated by that, and still have some sort of drive, Lord knows from where. Help me channel that into a positive translation on screen is a beautiful thing. I can't even start to explain what it felt like to actually read the script and then see the call sheet and go back to the script and thank the Lord and go, I just couldn't believe it, because it's like, I don't know, how do people just hand over so much responsibility to one person? It feels like I'm well on my way.
Oh, that's fantastic. And where are you well on your way to? Are you interested in continuing your career as an actor? Are you looking more at being behind the camera, doing some more directing? Where to from here?
I think acting will always be the first love and the channel for me, in storytelling. I did go to film school and then I studied producing, and I got my major in producing and in motion picture and live performance. So I don't think I'll ever stop acting. I don't intend to ever stop acting.
So if there was one role in any movie, whether it's been made already or if it's still coming or if it hasn't been made, it's a book or a stage play, if there was one role that you could play, what would that be?
That is such a good question. Thank God you asked me that question, because I've been going on about this for so long. In a nutshell, I'm tired of playing the guy. I'm tired of playing the guy the girl should end up with, the good guy, the sweet guy, or the guy. I want to get into something really complex. I was talking about this 2 days ago. I want to play the psycho. I want to play the not so stable guy. I want to play the jealous guy. I want to play the mean guy. I want to play the bad guy. I'm looking forward to range, and different roles and just a challenge. I watch, my favorite actors, and I see how they've sort of molded their careers around diversity and just showcasing that you can reach, different areas and you're not safe.
Well, that sounds really interesting, really exciting. And I wish you all the best in finding those roles. And I think it's awesome that you've got such an obvious passion for acting and for storytelling, and it's really exciting to see.
Thank you very much.
The last thing I'd like to ask you, and I'd like you to answer to our viewers, is why should South African audiences go see Nothing for Mahala?
What's up, South Africa? I think everybody should go see Nothing for Mahala, mainly because, once again, it's another offering from the South African film industry. Our storytelling has become better and better over the years, and we are competing on a world stage. And I think we should support our local films, but as an added bonus, we should go learn a thing or two from these kind of stories. Hotlines and Nedbank have really worked very hard and have done really well at telling this particular story and at educating us while entertaining us at the same time. So go out there, support local film, and enjoy this particular film, because it's got all your favorite actors, all of them, in one movie on one set.
Thank you so much, Thapelo. It's been awesome talking to you.